Hi everybody, happy Monday and a warm welcome to the witching forecast for this week with me, Laura Daligan. We do the weekly witching forecast, which is tarot readings and oracle readings for the week, where we look at the overall theme for the week, the overarching theme for the week, what work we can do, what healing we can do, what is the focus for the week for everybody. And then we look at the individual star signs, starting with the current one we're in, which is Cancerian, Cancer. And we go around the whole wheel of the year and we look at what's going on. And it's really good if you're into astrology and you have a little bit of awareness about your chart, because then you can get more from this session. So if you go to any places that are free online where you can get your chart, astro.com or ALab and more, you can input in your date, time and place of birth. If you know those, then you can get your chart for free. If you don't know your time of birth, that doesn't matter so much. You get your moon and your sun done. You can get the rest of the chart. It's just the rising sign that will be different, most likely. But yeah, you can do that and you can get that. It's great to look at your chart. I find it really fascinating anyway to find out what's going on and all the different aspects and connections that make up our world and our personality. So I hope you say hello. If you want to say hello, drop us a message. Let me know how your week's been going. And if you watched the forecast last week, did it resonate with you? Did anything that came up really work with you over the past week? We are on, the 28th of June, and this forecast goes through to the 4th of July. We're heading into that July time. It all feels very strange, doesn't it, suddenly being in July? But without further ado, let's get moving. I apologise for this being live a little bit later. I've been working and wasn't able to do the forecast earlier today. It's usually on at about 5 o'clock on a Mondays. So if you want to watch it live in the future, unless things shift about, it's usually on at 5 p.m. BST on a Monday. So let's get rocking. Let's get seeing what's going on for the cards of the week. I'm going to work with the Thoth deck today. Yeah, let's connect with the Thoth deck. So we're in the star sign of Cancer, just past that full moon as well. Let's see what is going on for everybody for the week ahead. So let's have a look. Energy for this week for everybody. Oh, yes, cool. I like this a lot. The Two of Pentacles, and in this deck it's called Change. I do love the Thoth deck for many reasons, and I'm going to be teaching a course on connecting with the Thoth deck and learning the mysteries of the Thoth deck a little bit later this year. If you're interested, sign up on my website. But this depiction of change is so deep and so powerful. Of course, we have the infinity symbol, and the only constant thing is change. You have a snake, the symbol of transformation, evolution, energy rising, and medicine, and going round the yin and the yang, and within the yin and the yang there's a yin and the yang. So this is about cycles, the eternal shift of cycles, and also that the deep change that you could be feeling you're going through right now. We have got Jupiter in Capricorn, which is I think is a lovely energy. So Jupiter being the planet of expansion and of kind of joyful good luck energy in Capricorn, which is the long term, which is the work for the big picture, the deep earth work. So right now you could be in a situation where you are looking to change your day-to-day structures, your routines, your work, your plans, your goals, or you could feel uprooted by the way the world's turning right now and going, I don't quite know how to get to settle, how to get into that new energy. I was listening to the lovely Megan Rose's rune forecast earlier today, and she was talking about, being overly comfortable and being pushed into our uncomfort or discomfort zones, because if we get too comfortable, we were just talking about getting grey, getting flat, but we like the idea of change and being in that new horizons as humans, but the reality of it we don't particularly enjoy sometimes, because it means a lot of uncertainty and vulnerability. With this energy as well, sometimes we can juggle this, that is kind of the dance of life, being able to juggle the light, the dark within the light, that within every seed of with every dark time, there's a seed of light, and vice versa. But being able to go on that dance and being able to flow between different situations is a really positive gift and the wisdom and the knowing of transformation and change is a really positive gift. So in a really basic sense, right now, we are looking this week at a time of like, whoa, change. Things are being moved into a new direction. And my sound effects, my readings always come with movements and sound effects that aren't particularly that flattering, but hopefully you get what I mean. So the energy here is that there's a time to make a decision, I think, as well, of which wave to take, which direction to go. Do you stay with what you know, or do you branch out into the unknown? Are you going to follow the path of transformation into that space where you are feeling vulnerable, or you are feeling like things aren't certain, or are you going to cling to the ship that might be sinking? It might not be. So this could be a change of job. This could be a change of structure in your day-to-day life. Whatever is coming up here, this is bringing expansion and opportunities regarding your material world, regarding your home, your work, your plans, your goals, your physical and sensual experiences of life. And if you're feeling a bit poop, or if you're feeling a bit stuck, this is very much a card to show that you will not remain in that situation, but just look for those breaks, look for those opportunities when they come up. When you rise up and you see the light, make that decision to take a step towards it. It can be a really great time to look and reflect at what you're putting energy towards and what you want to nurture and nourish in the future. This could be a really good turning point and changing point for how we use our resources, our energy, our time, and our physicality. It can be a great time when we break old cycles as well, or we kind of embrace our path forwards. So the snake, of course, always also sheds skin, releases the past so it can be reborn. There is also that energy within this. So it's a really fabulous, I really love this card, and I really love the energy of change. So maybe think in your life right now, what areas of transformation and change are you working with? Is it the way that you structure your thoughts, your life, your plans, your dreams? Is it the way that you, maybe literally you've got a job and you want to go to a new job and you're a bit afraid of going for the new job, but it's kind of the exciting path to take, or feels like it's time to take that new step. Maybe you've been clinging to something for a while that has been weighing you down, but has felt kind of safe. And now you're realizing that you can't cling to it forever. I feel like these energies could come up this week for us to work with. And I feel like as a whole, it might give us a bit of a whoa moment, but it feels super positive. It feels bright. And I put another card for where this is going. This is going towards, look at that, the Prince of Wands. This is going towards with the Leo energy. So maybe, I know we're in Cancerian time now, but maybe the actions you take now really embrace that open-hearted, passionate energy. I think Mars is going into Leo this week as well. So Mars in Leo is very much around this energy of going forward with your with your heart, with your passions, with your desires. So you are being maybe pushed to take those decisions slowly, maybe quickly, but they're leading you into more passionate living, more direct, heartfelt living, and making bigger changes. So it feels quite exciting. And if I'll leave this here, but this is the main card for the week. It is a time to make the change. That change could also be, choosing to eat healthier, to buy sustainable products, to stop doing something that's not really serving you, or to deliberately choose to not go down the old thought pattern. Maybe you've been doing some healing work and you've decided that you are choosing now to elevate, to evolve, to shift, to witness those thoughts, but choose the other ones, the ones that nurture and feed you. There's so much this can relate to, but the one thing it does relate to is things are not going to stay the same. Things are pushing us into that slight discomfort of a knowing and that excitement of the new that will come through. So that feels very exciting. I'm also going to pull an animal card for this week as well, a spirit animal card, and let's see what the animal card for the week is. Oh, it's like very interesting. So you got the bison, which is abundance. And I'm going to read this as it gets back to front on this on the screen, but beautiful. I love the imagery here. I'll read the text because I love the way that the lady writes in this deck. Sacred buffalo, cloak me in your wisdom. Keep me warm through the storms of life. Fill my life with goodness. Teach me the way of gratitude and prayer. That's so lovely. And I think it energetically works so well with this card. Even the colours, I think even when the colours go well together, we're onto a winner. So, of course, through this, having this, as things change, things shift, having this faith in life or in whatever you work with or connect with or believe in, having this faith that you are being protected, you're being guided, you're being led, helps the transitions and also helps you weather it when you are in this bottom part of the wheel. And maybe learning with this card as well, the way of gratitude and prayer and lightness, and to fill your life with goodness, you're able to surf those waves so much stronger. So really exciting energy. Look forward to hearing what you guys think about it as well, what you think about the card. But yeah, really strong, really beautiful. And yeah, I think it's a very practical week as well, because the two things we have up here are earth-based. The bison is an animal of the earth. It's a very physical, manifested, lives on the land, not water, not air. It's very abundant and strong. And the Capricorn energy here is the goat, the mountain goat. We are on the land. We are working with what we have. We are working with the now and our resources as well. So beautiful cards. And so these are the ones that are for everybody. Now what we're going to do is we're going to go through every star sign, starting with Cancerian energy and moving around the wheel of the year. So as I mentioned before, if you know your rising and moon sign, you can get a triple reading with this. Some people resonate more with their rising than with their sun, with their moon. I like all three for different reasons. I like working with all three and using those different energies and wisdoms to know how I might be acting in different parts of my life. So it's a bit noisy out there today. Sorry about if we have any background noise. Okay, so let's start with Cancer. So anyone Cancer sun, moon or rising, this is your card for the week. Let's see what we have coming up. I pull another one because we're not having just a 10 of wands moment. I was reading about the astrology of the week and it was quite intense. It was quite with the Mars in Leo and doing a bit of a clash with Saturn, I think. And it felt like a lot was going to come up to the surface this week. So if you're feeling burnt out, take some time out. If you're feeling stressed, maybe do the things that are going to stop you from snapping someone's head off, if you hear the wrong word. Maybe take those steps now, take the deep breath, take the meditation. Talk about what you need to work through before maybe someone or something just gets to be that the straw that broke the camel's back. So I feel like there's a lot on your plate, but this card I feel also can be very easily diffused. We do this to ourselves a lot of the time. So you've got Saturn in Sagittarius there. Like Sagittarius is like, yes, all the things. Saturn's like, here's your responsibility for all of the things. It's going to hurt. So it could be asking for help this week, Cancerian energy. It could be saying no. It could be taking those soothing, calming, watery steps to relieve any angst before you feel burnt out or annoyed. So let's have a look else. What can we see that can help this with the Cancerians this week? More wands, more Saggy energy. The things you have to do, try to not put them off. Get them done. Take a few of the burdens off. You have probably too much on your plate this week. You don't have to do it all. But the things that you do want to do, don't sit on them. You know how we do that sometimes. We feel overwhelmed and we put it off to the last minute and then we get a bit of a burnout. If you can move swiftly and colourfully and brightly and communicate in a really bright way, again, ask for help here. Send that email there. Get excited about this. You seem to be able to clear up things and feel a lot brighter this week. I feel like be open to help and opportunities for guidance this week as well. And I feel like this is going to be a passionate week. It's going to be a strong week, maybe quite a sexy week, but it could also feel very overwhelming and angsty if we don't get our ducks in a row. And if we don't, if we dump our emotional baggage on our to-do list rather than dealing with it all separately, it could feel like everything kind of explodes a bit later in the week. So here we are, just having that sense of forewarning so that we can do the things to take off the burdens before we get overwhelmed. And I always say the 10 of Wands, you're almost there. The 10 is the last in the Wands, and it's saying that it may feel overwhelming right now, but a change is about to come. And as we saw with the 2 of Pentacles earlier, change is on the way this week. So you don't have too much more of that journey to take. Okay, moving on to our lovely Leos. Let's see what's coming up for Team Leo this week. Okay, Prince of Swords. It's interesting. We've got quite a lot of just sorting things out energy this week. I think last week it was quite a lot of light and bright and fun energy. This week it's like get stuff together. So the swords are our thoughts, our communications, our words, our maybe to-do list, people that we owe things to, people we need to kind of deal with in a maybe work or practical manner, because here he's getting a bit power trippy, I think, with the Prince of Swords. He's a bit, look at him, he's just I don't get on very well with the Prince of Swords, but let's look at him positively. That this he's got a great bobble hat. Let's look at his bobble hat. Look at him, great hat. Just kidding. No, the Prince of Swords is one where if you can use your intellect, your mind, your thoughts to work for you, to cut away the crap, to really clear the way, to focus your intent, your will this week, you are going to be very powerful, Leo. Be careful you don't stamp on everybody on the way, but also don't hold back from speaking your truth and getting stuff done. This is a week where your mind is your greatest asset. Your words, your intellect, your quick wit, your decisions, how you wield your power this week is going to be quite the subject of the week. And I don't think you're going to sit back and let the people do. If people are stressing you out, I think that it will be a time to readdress power balances around you. If you feel that you're not being able to drive forward your life in the way you want to, this could be a great week to readdress those balances. Cutting away the things that no longer serve, also good. But I feel you're wielding a lot of power in your words, in your mind this week. And like it says to Sagittarius as well, you know, do the things that keep your mind in a good space so that we don't end up going into the week and going, what did I say to people? Why is no one talking to me? Because we've just lost it at them at some point. So, you know, your mind, your words, your thoughts, your actions, your intellect are very sharp. They're very powerful and important. What do you want to do with that this week? It may not be easy to get everywhere you want to go, but you're going to have a great power in changing your structure of your world this week, which feels really strong, actually. So this is a great week for decisions, for things like meetings, if you kind of can keep in a really good place in your mind, maybe for legal action, for really feeling justice on your side. This could be a really great week for that. And if you don't feel it, then it's a great week to readdress that balance. So interesting times, Leos. Let me know what you think or what your experiences are of this week or this card. And let's move forward to our next star sign, which is our lovely Virgos. Hi, Virgos. Let's see what's going on and what's coming up for you guys. So Team Virgo, let's have a look. Nice. I do like this card. This is called Victory. It's Jupiter in Leo. We've mentioned already the card for the week is Jupiter in Capricorn. Expansion and good luck with our practical work, plans, goals, main big ambitions, and how we're manifesting it. This is a victory in our abilities, our success, our joy, our heart energy, our passions. We can get on top this week. We can get, for Virgo, you guys can have success, you can have victory. If there's been a situation that's felt unfair or you felt you've been waiting for a result with something, this is a very, very strong and good card. And also you may well feel this is not, you know, a wallflower card. This is like, ta-da, here I am. You know, it's being seen, it's being heard, it's being able to express yourself in a really fun and bright way. So success, victory, abundance of power around you. What do you think, Cobweb? He's gone. He's like, yeah, whatever. And the feeling is you can use your charisma, your charm, your power, and your passion this week to get where you want to be. And I think you do it with quite a lot of fun and cheek as well. So enjoy yourselves on this one, Virgo. It's a nice energy, and I think it's a nice way of using the energies of the week. Okay, let's have a look and see what's coming next. We're going into Libra, Team Libra. So let's see what's coming through for the lovely Librans. I shuffled really well, and yet this could just be an energy of the week. And also with Libra, as air signs, the swords cover the air sign. So it feels at home with your energy. I really feel for you, Libras, that you'll be able to make some big decisions this week. I truly, truly do. You may have to mission it. You may have to go, you know what? I'm going to get on top of this. I am going to deal with this. I'm going to make sure that I clear the decks, that I deal with, speak to that person. I think maybe I make those lists that I wanted to make, or write my priorities out. I think that's quite important for you, Libra, to write your priorities out. Who's your priority? What's your priority? That kind of thing. Because what's behind it is the Ace of Cups. That came up as well. One of my favorite cards. So you have the mental ability to clear the way, to break free from things that have been restricting. I feel like you're going to really remember your power this week, Libras, because the Prince of Swords is one of the big royal suits of your sign. So this is about, hey, do you remember who I am? Do you know who I am? Do you know what power I have? Do you know how clear I can cut through things? Do you know how I see justice and go, boom? This is what you Libras can do. You keep your communications, your way of seeing the world is going to be pretty epic this week. You may have no time for fools. You may feel like, no, I'm not dealing with that. That's fine. Again, I think the advice for everyone this week is to really keep their alignment with their temper, because I think we could all go off at some point this week. But things might come up to be dealt with, and I feel you'll deal with them pretty epically, actually. I think you'll be in your literal element. And that makes space for love. That makes space for the heart to feel, to love, to do. So maybe there's been things that have been holding you back from love. Maybe there's been things you've been working too much, or maybe you've had a troubling relationship, or you've been stressed about an ex, or you don't know what to do about love, or all these things that could have been going on around your head. And actually these things may well be put into order so that your heart is, you're ruled by Venus after all. Your heart gets a chance to shine and call in and be in the right place. So I think there'll be a real shift of energy around you guys this week, lovely Librans. So thank you. If you are chatting on the chat, I cannot see it today. So I'm not ignoring if anyone's writing anything. I just can't see the chat. So if you've been chatting, I do apologize. I'm not ignoring you. I just can't see it. I'll try and look later. And then now we're going to look towards our lovely Scorpios, Team Scorps. Let's see what's coming up for you. And let's have a look for our Scorpios, what's coming up. Okay, Team Scorpio this week. Oh, lovely, lovely, lovely. 9 of Cups. You guys have a nice week this week. It feels like everybody else is kind of having to have a bit of a mission so far. But the 9 of Cups is wish fulfillment. So this is obviously beautiful. The 9 of Cups is called happiness. Who doesn't like that? It's Jupiter in Pisces. Your dreams, your wishes, and Jupiter's at home in Pisces. Jupiter goes, yes, expand the dreams, expand the wishes, make this a time of beauty and hope. And even, being in your dreamland right now, creativity, creating from your heart is a really, really beautiful thing. Your cup overflows, your emotional cup overflows. So love, romance, yes. Making wishes, putting your thoughts and dreams out there, yes. Allowing yourself to dream of what your life, you would love your life to be, yes. And I think that there's something around the energy of this week which aligns you with it being more likely that it will come true. So I really love the energy of this week. Work with your heart, with your feelings, with your dreams. Don't try and press it down in favor of more logical things, because I feel like this week in particular, you have an amazing opportunity to call in some beauty and some magic, which is super nice. Okay, now we're moving through to Team Sagittarius. For our fire signs, for Sagittarians, let's have a look and see what the energy is for Sagittarians. Success. We like that. Again, we're back to earth. We're back to practicalities. We're back to manifesting physicality, sensuality, and the things we can touch, feel, smell, deal with, work with in the everyday, which I think is a very good thing to do. It's the moon in Taurus. I have lots of friends with Taurus, moon in Taurus, and they are lovely, and they make great food, and they make you feel at home. And this is the feeling of this week of a very harmonious energy of having enough to share, of having enough, maybe even community, friends, family, sharing, abundance, receiving. You know, it's all about the flow of wealth and the emotional joy around. You know, the Four of Pentacles is when we keep our wealth to ourselves and we go, we don't want anyone else to experience this. This is mine, my own, my precious, you know, the types. But the Six is like through a trusted circle and through people that you want, your family, your friends. There's a real sense of flow and sharing and abundance. So if you're lacking anything this week, Sagittarians, be prepared to receive it. If you have an abundance this week, be prepared to share it, and everything will flow back to you tenfold. If you're waiting for some good news around money or work, this is a great week for it. And if you want to give something to others, also a great week for it. It's a beautiful and strong show of the sensuality and the power and the beauty of abundance, and how that you can have that for yourself and also share it with those that you love. So money could be coming your way, and you'll feel like, you know, you're not going to put it in a cage and never look at it again. You might want to do something really kind and lovely with it, or nurturing you, your family, and your home. Beautiful energy. If you've applied for a job, it feels good. You know, all those kind of beautiful, positive energies around moving forward practically and financially as well, which is great. Okay, next star sign we have is Capricorn. So again, remember that you can have this as your sun sign, your moon sign, and your rising sign, and you get 3 of the and let me know your top three, your big 3. Like, do you feel drawn to your moon more, your sun, your rising? How do you relate to your big 3 in your chart? So let's have a look and see for our lovely Capricorns. We've had a lot of Capricorn energy in the cards this week. You're going to be firing up like a fiery beast. This is pretty sexy, pretty passionate, pretty powerful. The Knight of Wands is mastery of your passions, being able to channel your desires, your creativity. Because he's a knight, he's able to work with these very strong energies, like all this fire. It's very strong energy. It's very, so the fire represents movement, energy, creativity, sexuality, passion, sport, creativity, travel, adventure, ego, ta-da. And the knight's going, yeah, I got this. I'm working with this. I'm in the flow. So there's a real sense of channeled fire. And with that, you're pretty unstoppable. Pretty passionate. It could be a very passionate week for you. It could be a very creatively successful week for you. You could achieve things this week that you thought were a bit out of your league. You can go for it. You can make brave and bold decisions and take massive steps towards them this week, Capricorn. What I would just say is, don't jump into something you're not sure about, because you'll go in tenfold and then go, I've just burnt everyone in the room. I've just said something really bad. Have I chosen the wrong cause? Because the knight is going in 110%. So make sure you know what you're putting yourself into before you go for it. Maybe, again, I think anger is a word for the week. We're going to work with a lot. So if you're feeling, express your divine anger, express the things that you really deeply want to put out there. Just make sure that they are the right things and they're not kind of, coming out in weird and wonderful ways. But yeah, go for it. Go for it, Capricorns. It could be a very powerful, passionate week for you, where you really make great headway with certain situations. So awesome stuff. Okay, and then we are going to move towards Team Aquarius. And Aquarius sun, moon, or rising. Let's have a look and see what's coming up for Aqua. Money, money, money. Super nice. So I love this because I always think this this ace is like an angel, like an earth angel, but it literally looks like an angel with trees, like the wings coming out the top, and the gifts and the blessings of earth. It can be something we can take for granted if we're lucky enough to have a home, food, work. Don't mean we have to have so much. Have nice nature outside, a park we can visit. The practical things that we just take for granted. The Ace of Discs brings that in abundance, that blessing. So there's a real blessing of earth this week, a blessing of things. Now, yes, it can be money. Absolutely. But it is life. We always think that pentacles and discs get equated to money, which they do, but there's also health, literal joy of being alive, physicality, sensuality, the things you love, the things you cherish and value. Often the Ace of Discs means money coming in, a good news for your physical world, something that's happening for you that you can enjoy and get great benefits from. It can be very much a new job, studying, a new doorway opening up for you, and a gift. It's a real blessing. All the aces are blessings. They're never, they're the little things that life throw at you sometimes, which are good. We get things thrown at us which we don't want. These are the rare times when you go, wow, that was just out of the blue and it was amazing and I'm so grateful for it. So be open to miracles this week. Be open with open arms. Be grateful for the things you've manifested, for the things you have, and really enjoy the just the abundance that's going to come your way, Aquarians. I like it. I like it a lot. Now let's move towards Pisces. Team Pisces, let's see what's going on for you guys and what's coming up for you. Pisces. Opportunities. 3 of Wands. It's called Virtue in this deck. The Sun in Aries. And this is all about the joy of the opportunities, the new, what you could do, what's over there. Oh, the excitement that's brewing. Is the grass greener? Is it not? You've earned something. You've earned the opportunities. You've earned the ability to move forward, to be blessed. The Sun in Aries is a very excitable energy. It's this, woohoo, this is new. Oh, I like that. Where's this going? As a Virtue, this is a blessing. There could be an abundance of lovely things coming into your life this week where you feel like, I'm so grateful that I have A, B, and C, and that gives me the chance to move forward. So I feel like there is absolute blessings and opportunities around you this week. Being them about the Wands, they are often things you can do. They are things that you can get inspired by. It could be an art project, it could be a holiday. The chance, I know we're in COVID times. It could be seeing a friend. It could be a new opportunity with work. It could be a record deal. It could be all these amazing things which create wonderful opportunities for you. It could be passion. It could be meeting someone you find really attractive and get really excited about. There's a sense of bubbling up energy there and potential to move forward. 3 in the tarot is usually, not always, but usually the brightest blessing, because it is this, you've got the creativity, the mum, the dad, the baby, the gift of what happens when people kind of bring things together. It creates something more wonderful. So yeah, it's a beautiful energy for Pisces this week, and a real blessing and a real sense of hope for the future, which is nice for Pisces. Okay, let's have a look for Team Aries. Let's see what's coming up for Team Aries. Oh yeah. That makes me happy. The Queen of Wands, because I'm Aries, that's making me happy. The Queen of Wands is the Queen of Fire. And she is this very sensual, present, warm, confident, teacher, guide, visionary, beautiful energy. She's in her power, she's in her confidence. She's transformed everything that might have happened in her life that wasn't good into her power. The leopard is there. And they always say the leopard never changes its spots, like it's a bad thing. And I always say, if you're an amazing, awesome person and you don't change your spots, surely that's a good thing. It can actually be trust, that some things are constant, that some things are there that have got power and vision and are constant. So we have great mysticism with this as well, great power, great creativity. What do you want to manifest this week, Aries? What do you want to put out there? Tap into your own fire, your own power. You're in the Queen's seat. You have this chance now to really create the vision of your world. Don't go, I couldn't possibly go, I'm gonna. So create, manifest, be in that queen self or king self. It's this, with the Queen, it's the watery element of fire. And so it's bringing in that compassion with fire. So it's bringing in that love with fire. So water and fire, what does that create? it creates tea. It creates nice warmth, comfort, and bubbling up energy as well. So she's here, she's present, she's not one to be messed with. You won't suffer any falls this week, but you'll feel in a powerful, confident, and strong space. And there's quite a fun energy to it as well, which I like a lot. So that's a nice energy for Aries. Let me know, guys and girls, what you feel and what is resonating with you, and if you're happy with your cards for the week. We are going on to Taurus, Team Taurus, and the energy for Taurus this week is passion, strength, lust. That's what this card is. So this is traditionally the strength card. And really, in this deck, it's lust for life. It's being in tune with your passions, your desires, the blood, the life, the not allowing those things to run away with you, but being in a place of absolute channeling that power. So what does that mean for you, lovelies? It means that you are able to access your deepest, primal, and powerful desires and action them. With love and compassion, you can channel the just most powerful part of you. The strength card is one of my favorite cards because it's, people don't mess with you if you're the strength card. You've got the power of the world. You've got the great beast here. You've got dragons in some decks. You've got big lions in other decks. You're working with this primal power, but you're working in a way where you are in tune with it and aligned and able to harness that energy without being violent, without being angry. You're able to truly express your own personal power. So assert your power, be loving, be compassionate, be kind. It's kind of sexy, I think, as well. It kind of reminds me of like maybe Daenerys in Game of Thrones before she went crazy, or some kind of really fierce and beautiful and powerful queen energy. So you're able to really hold some great power and wield it this week, Taurus. So what are you going to do with it? How are you going to wield that beautiful, passionate power that you have? Have a think about that. You're very creative, very much being in that leadership role, but almost more by being that within yourself, not letting things get you down or run away with you, knowing that you have the power to manifest great change. Okay, and moving on to Gemini, which is our last star sign of the week. Team Gemini, let's see what's coming up for you guys. Very Gemini. The Knight of Swords is pew, pew, pew. I've had an idea. I'm gone. I'm on it. You're like the helicopter of the mind that's just whizzing off with a great idea. So this is great. It's not boring. It's not dull. It's not quiet. If you feel inspired by something this week, you are going to go for it. If you feel enraged by something, you will tell that person. You'll be busy. You're going to be running around, but you will also be able to take a plan, an idea, and bring it into fruition. You'll be able to make a difference, make a change. You'll be able to speak your mind and focus on a dream and a goal and start to really bring it into life. So focus on the things that are going to help you. With this, it's important not to, we can all focus on a bad thought and go to town with that. Make sure the thoughts and the ideas that you're following through are ones that are going to bring you joy and happiness, and maybe the ones that are going to progress your life right now. Again, with all the Knights, they have great control and power. You're working with a really big energy this week, Gemini. So be gentle with yourself, get excited about the things that make you happy. And if you feel like this is it, I'm going to go for it, I really want this, then go for it, because it is the week to make those wonderful changes for yourself. Using your intellect, using your ideas and that fizzy Gemini inspiration, you can get on it, make it happen, and feel really proud of yourself by the end of the week. So with that, we do conclude our witching forecast for the week of 28th to the 4th of July. As we are in Cancer and we're moving from June to July, I wish you a wonderful week. I hope you're all really well. Let me know any thoughts or questions or ideas that you have in the comments below. And yeah, do drop maybe your big three, Sun, Moon and Rising, and maybe how the cards relate for you. If you're learning astrology, it can be really nice to take that on and think about that each week, and it can give you a more personal experience of astrology and the tarot. Okay, everybody, if you would like your own personal private reading, do come through to me on my website, all the W's, LauraDaligan.com, and I have lots of workshops and offerings and meditations and lots of courses there as well if you want to come and find out more. I'll see you all soon, guys. Take care and have a fabulous day. Bye.